Recording for the demo. Okay, so in our Google Classroom, last week, battery status, move ko lang yung exam natin ng week 6 para maayos lang. Okay, so week 6. Week 6. Okay. Week 11, uy, next week, midterm exam. Week 11 na pala ngayon. So this week 11, tama ba? Anyway. So our topic for today is the Cordova device motion. So last week, bakit posted November 8. Tama. Dapat dito yan eh. Yan. So battery status, only 4 submitted their activity and 24 doesn't yet submit their activity. So kindly submit your activity as soon as possible. Okay, so week 11, device motion. So I posted our reference here in our Google Classroom. Accelerometer. So Cordova plugin device motion. So this plugin provides access to device accelerometer. The accelerometer is a motion sensor that detects the change delta in the movement relative to the current device orientation in 3 dimensions, along with the x and y and the z axis. Access is via globe navigator accelerometer object. Okay, so although the object is attached to the global scope navigator, it is not available until after the device ready event. Tama. So if you notice in our previous examples, there is always a device ready. So meaning it will check if your mobile or your cell phone is ready already. Installation. So first, you have to include the plugin for the device motion. So this is the command, and then we have the following methods. We have the get current accelerometer, watch the accelerometer, and clear watch object for the acceleration. So we have here the example. This acceleration value are returned to the accelerometer success callback function. This one, and then we have the following example. We have the x, y, and z acceleration, and then in our example today, we'll get the value of the x, y, and z motion. What else? Navigator that accelerometer watch acceleration retrieves. That is one of the methods. We have the watch acceleration. Okay. Watch acceleration. So retrieve the device current acceleration at a regular interval, executing the accelerometer success callback function each time. So specify the interval in milliseconds via the accelerator options objects frequency parameter. The return watch ID reference the accelerometer's watch interval and can be used with the navigator dot accelerometer dot clear watch to stop watching the accelerometer. We have the following code. The accelerometer options, these are the objects. Objects with the following optional keys. We have the frequency, requested frequency of the calls, to accelerometer success with acceleration data in milliseconds by number. So default is one. I mean the default is 10,000. That is millisecond. They're using the alert, but later on we'll be changing this one to document that get element by ID rather than using the alert. There. Ano pa to? Clear watch. Stop watching the acceleration referenced by the watch ID parameter. So if you want to stop, okay, you have to use the clear watch and so on. Wait, let me open my drive. And let me see if I have Lorma lecture notes, Cordova phone gap, lecture battery and camera. Okay, battery status I have already, but I don't have yet the accelerometer. Okay, so anyway, I'll be creating na lang new folder, Cordova, device motion. Yeah. Then create a new document. For example, docs. And then later on I'll be sharing this one in our in our Google Classroom. Okay, so let's start. According to our reference, this is our reference. And then let me open our first reference Cordova command line. Ayan. So first we have to open our command prompt and then go to our directory, for example Cordova, and then we'll create an application. So first we have to create the project, this one. So Cordova create device motion. Enter. Okay, so after creating the project, we have to include the platform Android. So and then we have to go to our directory, change directory device motion recording, yeah. And then next is we have to add the Android platform. Then let's go to our directory, drive C, users, faculty, and then Cordova. Oops, sorry. Cordova. And then we have the device motion. Let's check our platforms. We have the Android already there. And then next is we have to add the plugin. Okay. So based from our reference, this one, we have to add the plugin. So this is the command Cordova plugin, add Cordova plugin device motion. Then let's wait. Okay, there. So I don't have any error. check in your directory if you have the device motion plugin. We have already Cordova plugin device motion there. And then next, after that is we have to open www and then index. Open with our text editor. I'm using Sublime, and then we have to change this one. Okay. By the way, I forgot to put that in our Google Docs, the procedure. So first is we created, okay, copy na lang in our command prompt. Copy. So first step, create application. Second step is you have to add the platform. This is the second step. And then the third step, is we have to, after adding the platform, we have to add the plugin. Yeah. Create project. So this is the command. Then Android platform. So this is the command. And then the last one, add plugin. So this is the command. Okay. Next, open www. So for example, here the index HTML. Then open the index.html, and then so this is our source code. I have already created this project last year, so let me check. I think that is in my phone gap. This one. But this is for the phone gap. Anyway, Sublime. Copy, then there. Let me get my reference here. Cordova sample. Acceleration, yeah, this one. And then this is the, okay, yeah, this is one of my reference also. So I'll be putting our reference to our Google Classroom, but dito na lang. Reference, Cordova Apache, and then tutorials point. This is a blog, GitHub. No. I think okay na to. Mm. So if you notice, I used inner HTML document that get element by ID. But anyway, okay. So first, let's do this one using the alert. But later on, I'll be changing this one. And ito muna. Okay. You have to check again the Cordova version. So like I said, in my computer unit, I don't have any. I mean, we have a version of the Cordova, but the file name is just only a Cordova.js. So that is the file name of my Cordova, based from my previous examples. And then it will check if your device is ready. This is included in our Cordova.js. So the Cordova will check if your device is ready. Then once your device is ready, I mean, you don't have any problem with your device, then it will redirect or call the on device ready function. So this is the on device ready function. And then get the current acceleration. So based from our reference, do we have get the current acceleration? There. So first method is we have the get current acceleration, this one. Then on success, if it is successful, then it will go to the on success function, this one, on success. Okay. On success. So we have on success acceleration, then alert get the value of x, y, and z, and then also the timestamp. And then we have on error, so it will alert on error there. So save, do I mean, anyway, this is our code. Okay, so let me put that in our Google Docs. This is using the alert, using the alert. Yeah, save. And then next step is we have to create the application, and then let's check create app. So this is our command, Cordova build Android. Where's my phone? Kunin ko lang yung phone ko. Check natin. And then let me open my Google Drive. Phone gap, battery status, camera, then device motion. Then let me copy this one. Let me rename first. The name is device motion. Then upload. So let me try it first in my cell phone. Phone gap. Then device motion. Later on, I'll be sharing with you the screen of my cell phone. Yeah, it's working. Anyway, um, install ko muna. And then, Google Meet. Stop sharing. Classroom.google.com. 18 group 2 Google Meet, then join. Ayun, magpi-feedback. Share screen, start sharing, start now. Okay, so this is my phone. Google Drive. And then phone gap, device motion, install, open. Yeah. So if you notice, this is my X, Y, and Z, and even the timestamp. Okay. I'm using the alert, but okay. Because I'm using the alert, I'll be changing this one to the what do you call this one? Document that get element by ID. So HTML, JavaScript, document that get element by ID. Okay, so I'll be using this one. We have here on click. Wait. Okay. So here, rather than using the alert, again I'll be using the document that get element by ID. So we have the function. This is already our function. So this one. So document.get element by ID in HTML. Then I'll be putting equal sign. Then how about here? PID is equal to demo. Save. Then create the application again. Good news, good news. Copy. Paste. Rename. Then go to our Google Classroom, I mean Google Drive, device motion, upload. Okay, so let me check it in my cell phone. Device motion, device motion. Bakit din siya nag-upload? Refresh. Okay. Hindi siya nag-upload. Device motion. Okay. Kasi simate. Let me delete this one. Remove. Then upload. Okay, so let me check it first. Install. Open. Yeah, it work. But anyway, let me share my screen. Oh, Google Classroom, Google Meet, join. Then so let me share my screen. So I've already installed the application in my cell phone. So let me open this one. So this is the example. Next. So let me After creating the application, we have another sample code. Same. Table and then code. Paste. Okay, so next is using this stopwatch. Drive phone gap. Phone gap. Then accelerometer, open v, no, index. Okay, so let me try this one. So on device, we'll be using the start watch and stopwatch, and then let's see what's the difference. Okay, so this is my third example. Then let me create an application again. Sample 2, then create plugin, sorry, it's already added. Build Android. Then rename device motion and Google Drive to remove. Then let me try it first in my cell phone. Try ko muna sa cellphone. Phone gap. Device motion. Install. Open. Medyo laggy lang siya. Anyway. Sige, share ko muna. So let me share to you my screen. Pero bakit nag-error? Device, stopwatch. Because of the image. So let me remove muna ito. Save. Karang build lang ako. Cordova build Android. Remove ko muna to and then ito yun device motion. Ang dami ko yung remove to trash, and then upload. Okay, join. 20%. Share now. Okay. And then I will open my Google Drive. Then phone gap, device motion, install, open. Waiting for accelerometer. Okay, is it working? So it changes. So once I move my cell phone, if you notice, the value of the sorry, nangyari sa phone ko, nag-clip. Dapat palang dito sa clip. Tap. Nagra-run pa ba? Wala, nag-stop na siya. Wait lang. So, Google Meet. Ay, nagra-run. Ayan, nag-change siya. So, once I move my cellphone, if you notice, nag-change yung value of the X and Y axis. There. Ayan, nag-kuha na naman. Stop ko muna yung sharing niya. Google Meet. Stop sharing. Ayan. So, anong nangyari doon? So, what happened? Close ko lang. Okay. So, let's go back to our reference. Dito. So, we have the... Bakit meron? Ayan. Hello. Okay pa ba yung audio? Okay pa naman. We have the get current acceleration, and then we have the watch acceleration. For the watch acceleration, if you notice in our command. Okay, so first, rather than using the alert, I'm using the document.get element by ID, so that it will not show the alert, but rather it will be shown in our element, which is any element will do. In this example, I'm using the div or division tag. You can use other elements, for example, the paragraph, the heading, and so on. And then here I've also included the start watch function, which is this one is I'm using the watch acceleration. This one, watch acceleration. So what is watch acceleration? So again, the watch acceleration retrieves the device current acceleration at a regular interval, executing the accelerometer success callback. So this is on time. We have also the frequency option, which is in this part for the frequency there. So again, the frequency request frequency of course of accelerometer success with acceleration data in millisecond. Okay, I'm using a variable, but if you want, you can put that inside this one, but in my case, this one I'm using variable. So variable option, you will get the frequency of 3000 per second millisecond. But if you don't have this one, the default is 10,000, but I'm using 3000, so every 3 seconds. Okay, there. And then I have also the stopwatch. If watch ID is clear, then parang it will stop the watch acceleration. Yep. So if you notice when I move my device, okay, tama, pag minove ko yung device, the value of x and y and even the z and even the timestamp changes pag minumove ko yung cellphone ko. What if, last one, para makita natin if the acceleration is working, what if maglagay ako ng picture or image? Ito yung ginawa namin. This is what we've done last year. This is just only an experiment by them. I'm just curious. So in my acceleration, if you notice, this is my old code, source code. I use this one, source images, image PNG. So I put this one, images. We have the ID. We need the ID so that it will what you call this one, get the current position of the x and y axis. So every time now and then that I will change my position, the image should change its position also. Ayan. So using the position absolute. There. What is position absolute? So let me discuss it first. This is a cascading style, by the way, so that you have an idea what is position absolute is. The position this is under the cascading style. Okay, I have the position absolute. Do we have the position property specify the type of positioning method used for an element: static, relative, absolute, fixed, or sticky. Absolute. The element is positioned relative to its first position, not static. So hindi siya static. So once we move our cell phone, so it should the position of the picture should also change. So dapat magbago yung position of the picture. Yan. We have the left and top. This is the position, parang the default position. So once once the application is loaded, then the current position of the the picture is 500 and left is 500 and top is 100. Okay, and then here I have also this one using the style, which is the position, then top, acceleration x plus acceleration y. What is this one? Get element that. Okay. Set the top position of the button element. Okay. There. So this is my source reference, should I say. If I want, for example, if I want to change the position of this button, then I will be using style tap. Okay, style tap, and then here the properties ano ba to yung vertical? I forgot kung ano yun. Anyway, you can also change the property of this one for the x and y axis. Pwede yun. So like here in my example, I'm using the x and y axis, and that is px, meaning that is pixel format. Okay, there. So let's check. Tignan natin. First is we should have this one. So let me copy, or you can download any picture in the internet, and then it should be okay. So device motion, then inside the www, yeah, paste images. So here we have to edit this one. Open with Sublime. There. So we have to put this one. Hopefully hindi siya mag-error. There. So hindi pala, sorry, hindi yan yung one element, image source. So image source, image png id i1, and then position, absolute, and etc. And then let's check our directory again. So in our www we have the images, and then we have the images png. So this one. Then create the application again, but before we create an application, edit ko muna to. Okay, so this is our example 3. Then yan, ito yung may picture. Uy, yaw, bakit tayo? Ayun. Hopefully mag-work. Work. So yan, nakagawa na tayo ng APK. So let me rename. So device motion. Tapos Google Drive. Dami ko ng remove. Remove. Then upload. Okay, good. Then check natin. Let me check. So stop. Check ko lang dun sa cellphone kung gumagana siya. So hopefully gumana. Then device mode. So tama ba? Tama siguro. Ay, pero natabunan yung ano. Working siya. Very good. So this is the output. Parang kan lang. Let me share. Naka-record ba? Recording. Yan. Yan. Then, share ko lang yung screen ko. Start sharing. Start now. Okay, so wait lang ah. Hello. Hello.
Yes.
Okay. So let me check. So I've already installed that in my cell phone. So there's the image. So I will move. Punta ako sa labas. And then let's check what will happen. Yan. So if you notice our image, nagmo-move siya. Pero yun nga lang, konti lang. Okay. Siguro kailangan ko pang lumayo. So I will go outside the room, and then let's check. Kalayo na ako, wala pa, hindi pa siya nagmo-move. Still there? Can you hear me, class?
Yes, I hear you.
Okay. Because I'm moving. I'm already outside the classroom.
All right.
There, it moves But if you notice, konti lang yung changes niya. What if I will go outside the campus? But if you notice at the back, the value of Excel was but the image, it moves, pero yun nga lang, just a little. How many steps? 100. 100 steps already. What if we change the value? Let's check. Um, so let me check my code. I'll be going back to our classroom. Okay, so wait lang ah. Okay, hello, yun. Okay, so let me check my code. Position is 500 and top is 100. Wait, list the image. Hmm. So acceleration, this one. Pero the position is absolute. ID, top, acceleration, there. Left, style. Left and top. So CSS, style, left and top. What is left and top? So this is will be the yeah, the position, the left, width. Okay, left, width and height. So you can also change the width and height. So let me change the the the, the width. Okay, so let's put another property of our width and the height. And then before we create the application, bago natin gawa ng application, let's check muna in our browser. So that will be the output. What if more, okay, how about 50-50? 50 pixel there. So okay na siguro. And then the position. Position, what if 1,000? Parang 1,000 or 100? Parang wala naman. Left and top. How about 50? None happen. But okay, so let's create the application. Position. Left and top. Left. 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 Lo. Dapat mag-change siya ng position. Position is absolute. So if the position absolute or position fixed, the left property sets the left edge of the element to a unit to the left edge of its nearest position actor. If the position is relative, sticky, static, hindi naman pwedeng kon. How about sticky? Sticky? sticky. Yun. So, nandun siya. So, if sticky daw, what is sticky? If the position is sticky, the left property behaves like its position is relative when the elements is inside the viewport and like its position is fixed when it's outside. So that's why the absolute. Check natin yung acceleration. Can we add the acceleration? Okay, so let's try. Mag-add kaya siya. Plus 100. Then for the x-axis, another plus 100. Bakit ako nag-add ng 100? I'll be explaining this one later on. Check natin. Okay, and then parang ilan naman tayo. Okay, sige na nga lang. Rename device motion 4, then create, then try ko lang sa Android. Create there, and then device motion. Tanggalin ko na nga yung sana yun, phone. Tanggalin ko muna to, remove, then add. Try ko muna sa cellphone. Try ko. Try. Phone gap. Device motion. Install. Open. Waiting for acceleration. Yun. Wait lang ka sa tatry ko lang. Okay, so hindi gumagalaw yung image. Siguro because of the sticky kasing ginamit ko. What if absolute? So let's change. Paste. And then let's create another application. Ayan. Remove. Naka-share pa ba? Then check ko ulit. Wait. Bago ko siya i-share sa inyo. Wait. In-upload ko ba? Hindi pa. Limutan kong i-upload. Google Drive. Remove. Then upload. Install device motion.apk, install, open, waiting for accelerometer. Gagalaw lang ko. Okay, so gumagalaw siya, kaso nga lang, plus 100 na nga siya. Plus 100. Okay, so anyway, I'll be sharing to you, and then it's up to you to have the an experiment on this. Um, share ko na. Okay, try ko na lumabas ng campus. Okay, I'll try to go outside the campus and then check.
Buzz, buzz.
Ingat, sir.
Sorry, sorry. Hello, hello. Ayun, okay na. So
Ah,
let me share my screen. Lalabas ako literal ng campus
yes,
and
sir.
then
But,
check nat.
sir, dano mo
Wait,
Jennifer, sir.
ano? Tatry natin kung mag-work. Wait lang. So naka-share na yung screen, then open ko lang yung device. Yan. So waiting for acceleration. Okay, and then lalabas lang ako.
Sir, agtaray ka, oh. Magbayag, mic.
Teka lang nga, bakit ako tatakbo? Di ako tatakbo. Okay. So lalabas ako, punta lang ako sa guardhouse. Uy, nawala. Wait, sorry, sorry. Yan, okay na ba? Yan. Okay ba? Check natin. Okay
Mayat, sir,
naman.
mayat, sir, mayat.
Sige. Pumunta na ako sa guardhouse. You can change the value ng x and y axis. So it's up to you. Kung ayan, it's up to you kung paano yung value niya. Kasi you can add. So for example, in my code kasi, naglagay ako ng plus 100. For example, the x axis plus 100 and so on. Okay. So yung isa pa is one of the example o yung kwan. Yan gumagala yung image class. So yung path. So for example, in our Google Map, pag naglalakad ako, if I move, then that will wala talaga siya. Tapos lumayo na ako. Hello, class. Hindi, nagde-demo ako nung application. Naka-share. Hello, hello. Hello, class. Diyan ba kayo?
Yes, sir.
I'm here.
Yun. Medyo
I'm here.
na-disconnect. Na-disconnect ako dun sa wifi. Anyway, yan, nag-join na. So, if you notice yung image, though it changes, position pero yun nga lang konti lang. Oh. Yep, konti lang siya. Okay. So, I'll be going back to our classroom again. 9 to 10 to 11. Pero konti lang siya nag-move.
Pero pang
Siguro
ka
pag
Genevieve, kung gaming ka.
siguro mas makakuha na siya.
Taragal alang 10.
Ano na ako? By the way, the x and y-axis. Yung x ata is longitude and the y-axis is ano, longitude, latitude, something.
Pause, pause.
Okay, so that's it for now. Muna. You can... Hello, hello. Yun, okay na. You can change the... uh, the value of x and y you can add. So for example here I added 100. You can change this one so that it will your image will move. Yun nga lang konti lang. Anyway, so I'll be ending